Welcome to Echoes from the Mountain, Creative Sparks, the podcast where we explore the incredible power of hobbies and crafts and the natural world to nurture our mental health. I'm your host, Lorraine from Gracious Mountain Therapies, and I believe that the passions we pursue outside of our daily routines can be our strongest allies in finding joy, building resilience, and weathering life's storms. Today, we're kicking off this series by diving into why seemingly simple things, a stroll through the woods, a dip in the lake, tuning into the bird song outside your window, can have such profound effects on the way we feel. We often dismiss hobbies as simply ways to pass time. But what if they are actually tools readily available for transforming our mental landscape? First of all, let's just take a look at some key points and the science behind it. Stress reduction. Engaging in hobbies provides a healthy distraction and can trigger the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This helps counteract stress hormones like cortisol. Mindfulness and flow state. Crafts often involve repetitive motions and focus on the present moment, which induces a state similar to meditation. This can lead to a reduction in anxiety and increased calmness. A sense of accomplishment. Completing a project, whether it's knitting a scarf or painting a picture, or going on a hike or a run, provides a sense of achievement, and it boosts self-esteem. And then there's the social connection. Many hobbies have communities built around them, offering opportunities for social interaction and reducing feelings of isolation. You don't need to be an expert, but understanding a bit of the why helps validate our experiences. So, it turns out there's a reason that walk in the woods always leaves you feeling a bit lighter. From a personal experience, I have found that hobbies and nature have helped me through some difficult times in my life. Those of you who know me well will know that I can often be found with a crochet hook or a weaving shuttle in my hand, or found sitting at my sewing machine, spinning wheel, or weaving loom. I was first taught to sew when I was about 7 by my mother, and although as well as being an extremely useful gift to pass on, I have found that when I needed it the most, being able to totally engross myself in something creative has helped me with sadness, anxiety, grief, and trauma that life can sometimes throw at us over the years. As the years have gone by, for me, new hobbies and crafts have come my way either by joining clubs or by watching YouTube videos and teaching myself. And then there's the wonder of nature. getting outside and watching the animals playing, breathing fresh air and looking at the wonderful views we have on our doorsteps. Even here in our cities in the UK, we are not too far from a park where we can watch the nature around us, whether it's birds or squirrels. I have mostly always lived in the countryside, although at one point I did buy a flat in London with a friend as it was easier for work at the time. But even then, I found myself visiting my parents most weekends. To be honest, I think I miss the country, lanes and trees and of course the sense of peace that you can feel in the countryside, rather than the hustle and bustle of city life. Today, my hobbies and crafts help me unwind at the end of a busy day, where I need to be quiet and mull over the day's meetings. Sometimes they help me think over a problem, or a problem that a client has. And even if I feel frustrated sometimes, well, there's nothing like digging over the vegetable patch for that. This today is just the beginning. In the coming weeks and months of creative sparks in Echoes from the Mountain, we're going to have real, raw conversations with people from all walks of life. They'll share with you how their hobbies and crafts or their connection to nature have helped them navigate challenges like anxiety, grief, and even major life transitions. We will find out how they found their particular hobby or interest and give you tips of how you can join in too, or maybe find something similar for yourself. Together, we can build a community of like-minded people willing to support and help each other grow. We'll be meeting a twitcher whose love of birds and nature has helped him with anxiety. A tale of weaving helping shell shock during World War II. Stories of crochet, horses, paper crafts, goats, and all sorts of pets that have helped us cope, finding peace amidst chronic illness, anxieties, grief, and pain. But before we hear their stories, I want to challenge you. Take a moment right now and think about those little things that bring you a spark of joy. Maybe it's baking, gardening, or even just taking your dog for a walk after work. Over the next week, I want you to pay attention. Notice how you feel before, during, and after engaging in that activity. You might be surprised at the shifts happening within you. If you can, post a picture of your activity or creation on the Echoes from the Mountain Facebook page. Or send me a copy. I would love to see what you're up to. Your story matters. If a hobby, a passion for the outdoors, or a simple love for crafting helped you through a tough time, I really would love to hear from you. Your experience could be the beacon of hope someone else needs to hear. You can reach out to me via email at lorraine@graciousmountain.co.uk or find us on social media at Echoes from the Mountain or Gracious Mountain Therapies. Or why not visit the website on www.graciousmountain.co.uk. I am Lorraine from Gracious Mountain Therapies, and you have been listening to Echoes from the Mountain, Creative Sparks. If you want to make sure you don't miss an episode, then please press the subscribe button or follow me. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the first Creative Sparks. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's episode, so please feel free to comment below. Why not check out our Meditation Monday, Mindful Tuesday, or some of our other daily podcasts? If you know someone who would enjoy the Echoes from the Mountain podcast and YouTube channel, then please share the links or look us up on social media channels such as Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Tomorrow is story time, and I am reading the first chapter from Heidi by Joanna Spiri. I hope you will join me. Till then, take care. Remember, you are not alone on this journey of discovery. Together, we can create a chorus of resilience.